My child, can you hear me? Come here, a little closer to me. You don't need to say a word. Just sit down here with me in this silence. Breathe in deeply and exhale softly. Do you feel it? The night is so still, and in this very stillness, I am here with you. I know you are so very tired. I know you have carried far too many burdens on your small shoulders, the anxieties of tomorrow, the wounds from yesterday, and the loneliness of this very moment. You have tried so hard, endured so much, and waited for so long. Tonight, I want you to simply pause. Let your weary feet rest. Let your tangled heart settle. For I have not come to you as a judge, but as a friend, a father, a love that knew you even before you were formed. I have come to remind you of the promises, my promises, made just for you. Do you remember them? Perhaps you have forgotten, or perhaps you think they are no longer meant for you. But tonight, I want you to listen. Listen with your heart, not just with your ears, because now is the time of promises, the time when the things I have promised you for so long, you will now begin to receive. Do not be afraid, just believe, and let my voice seep into every tired corner of your soul. Let my warmth envelop you. Let us begin, shall we, my child? My dearest, first, I want to speak to you about rest. I know your heart is like a raging ocean. The waves of anxiety crash ceaselessly against the shore without end. You think you must keep rowing, must struggle, must single-handedly keep your boat from sinking. You think that if you stop paddling for even a moment, everything will fall apart. I see your exhaustion so clearly. It is heavy in your every breath, in your listless eyes, in the sleepless nights you toss and turn though your body is depleted. You have tried to find peace everywhere, in small successes, in the approval of others, in meticulously laid out plans, and yet you still feel empty. Because true peace does not come from everything going smoothly. True peace comes from knowing there is a hand holding yours, guiding you even in the midst of the storm. I have promised to give you rest. That is the first promise I want to remind you of tonight. Not the rest of the world, which is merely a temporary pause before the turmoil resumes, but a deep, profound rest in your soul, a stillness that no circumstance, no person, no fear can ever take away. Do you remember the times you felt the burden was too much to bear? That was me whispering to you, "Come to me, give me all those burdens, for my yoke is easy and my burden is light." But often you did not hear me clearly, or you thought you were not worthy, or you tried to carry it all on your own for just a little longer. My child, the promise of rest is not a reward for perfection. It is a gift for the admission of your weariness. It is a door that opens when you dare to confess that you cannot go on alone anymore. Now is the time for you to receive that rest. Let me hold you. Feel the tension in your shoulders, your neck, in your very thoughts beginning to release. You don't need to explain anything to me. I already know. I know the source of every fear. I know the cause of every wound, and I am here to heal, to soothe. Close your eyes. Imagine you are standing in a lush green meadow beside a cool, clear stream. The sky is so blue and peaceful, and I am sitting there under a tree, smiling as I wait for you. Come, sit down beside me. Lean back against me. Can you hear the gentle wind rustling through the leaves? That is my breath, lulling your worries to sleep. Can you hear the gentle babbling of the stream? That is the sound of life and cleansing, washing away all the dust and fatigue from your heart. Here, you don't have to be anyone. You don't need to be strong or smart or successful. You only need to be yourself, my small, tired child, finding your way back to your father's arms. I give you this rest right now, not tomorrow when things are better, not when you feel you deserve it, but in the very moment you are hearing these words. Receive it. Let peace flow through you like a river. It will guard your heart and your mind. This is the first foundation. A soul at rest can be still enough to listen, strong enough to believe, and brave enough to step into the next promises I have for you. Just stay here with me. Rest now. My promise is true. It is time for you to truly rest. My beloved, now that you have begun to feel a little peace and your breath has grown a little lighter, I want to speak to you about the second thing, the very thing your heart longs for most, but also the thing you doubt the most. Love. My love for you. You have heard much about love. You have sought it, given it, and received wounds in its name. You have come to believe that love must be earned, proven, deserved. You think that if you are not good enough, you will not be loved. If you make a mistake, that love will be withdrawn. If you are weak, it will turn its back on you. The masks you wear, the walls you build, the relentless striving to be more perfect, it all stems from a deep-seated fear that you are not unconditionally loved. Tonight, I want to shatter every one of those definitions in your heart. I want you to know, to feel deep within every cell of your being, my promise of unconditional love. My love for you is unlike anything you have ever known. It is not based on what you achieve. It does not waver because of what you have done wrong. It does not change no matter who you are, where you are, or how you feel. That love simply is, like the air you breathe, like the sun that rises each morning. It exists. It belongs to you. Before you ever knew me, that love was already there. When you turned your back and ran, that love was still there. When you fell into a pit of sin and shame, that love was still there, waiting to pull you up. I do not love you because you are perfect. I love you because you are you. Do you see the candle burning before you? Its flame flickers, warm and gentle. Even if you move your hand away, it continues to shine. Even if you draw close, it does not scorch you, but only warms you. My love is like that. It never goes out. It does not depend on the distance you create. You may feel cold because you have turned your back to the flame, but the flame itself is still burning, patiently waiting for you to turn back. In all your loneliest, emptiest, most painful moments, I was there. The tears you shed, I have collected every drop. Your long sighs in the dead of night, I have heard them all. The pains you hide from everyone, I cradle them in the palm of my hand. My love is not blind. It sees everything. It sees the dark corners, the scars, the flaws, the selfishness and pettiness within you, and it still chooses to love you. Because true love is not about loving a perfect person, but about seeing an entire imperfect person and deciding they are infinitely precious. Now is the time for you to truly receive this love. Let it touch you. Let it dissolve every feeling of guilt that has separated you from me. Let it mend every wound in your heart, the wounds you thought you had to bear alone. You do not need to do anything, just open your heart. Say to me in the silence of your heart, I receive your love, Father. I believe in your love. Repeat it until it seeps past every protective layer of doubt, of pain, of wounded pride. My love will melt the ice in your heart. It will make you weep, not from sorrow, but from the overwhelming realization that you have been loved for so long, even when you had no idea. This is the source of all strength. When you know you are loved so completely and securely, you will find your true worth. It will not come from insecurity or compulsion, but from the recognition that you are a priceless, beloved child.